Who's excited to see the sex machine while you eat Papa Murphy's Pizza after you got a 25% discount because you used the promo code Monty25? Let's go. Let's go. How about my guy, Justin Heybert? Chargers -2 at the Jaguars. Dude, I think this is a huge moment in time for Justin Heybert.
Okay, how close do you think this game is? Because some people say that this is going to be really tight. Other people are like, Justin's got this. We're in control. 10-point win. What do you think?
Look, I have a lot of love for Doug Peterson and what the Jags have done and how far they've come this year. But Captain Huge Forehead Face is not winning this game. My guy, Justin Herbert's a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. The question is, does he have the weapons?
Yeah.
I believe he does. I think the defense in Wales, Vagina, Los Angeles, Charger land is better than that in Duval.
Oh, Duval
County.
Duval.
Jag this, bud. I love the Chargers in this game. I know they're -2. I think at this point, I don't know how you don't take the Chargers to cover that and how you don't take the Chargers to win by a touchdown. I got to go with my guy, Heybert here.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, the only, again, as I always say, the only thing that throws a wrench into the plan is turnovers. If Justin turns that football over, then that changes everything. But if they play a clean game, they play their game, I really do think that they should be able to control this one.
Yeah, and I think the play in this game is probably the over at 47.5. I'd stay away from the money line. It's -135 on the Chargers, +115. Yeah, I'm probably going the over at 47.5. I love the Chargers to cover in the over in that game. That's probably where I would head on that one. Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, Herbert all day. I think
all day.
Yeah, I think that I give Trevor Lawrence a ton of credit for moving on from the Pervin Meyer, the go to the Ohio State bar and have some lady sit on your lap days in Duval. I give him credit for that.
Teddy.
You think you get into the Instagram chat and all of a sudden you can start, going with Jags.
Well, and here's the thing that I'm concerned about with Teddy Wayman. He trimmed his beard by 2 inches.
Well, that's a lot of inches.
That's 2 inches of wisdom, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sir. He says, bro, I got the Jags taking this one, just saying. Okay. You want to put fiver on it? Hey, man, if the Jags win this game, Teddy, I'll give you a free certificate to Papa Murphy's Pizza. I mean, I'm willing to throw down on it.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you again, my guy Justin Herbert is better than Captain Forehead Trevor Lawrence. I'm taking...
Hey, Trevor, buddy, dude, Dabo's not on the sideline praying anymore, okay? This is a different time.
Dabo is not on the side. He built that program through NIL.
Dude, come on.
The other Saturday game is Seahawks and Niners. It was interesting that the Seahawks even made the playoffs. I mean, GS7, bro.
GS7, MVP.
Look, I get it. I get it.
Carroll's the best.
I get it here. And Teddy, I don't know where you're putting your money on this game. But what I'm telling you here is, aren't the San Francisco 49ers going to the Super Bowl? I love the Sam Prog's Disco 49ers in this game.
All right.
I love, and I'm telling you right now, you're all going to owe me a bunch of money. The Seahawks are going to cover the 10. Niners are -10. The number's 42. It's going over the 42, and I know the Niners have this defense. My only question is Brock Purdy ready for this? Because that defense going to show out. You've got a lot of wide receivers. Debo's healthy. There is just no reason that playing this game in Santa Clara that you absolutely don't smoke Pete Carroll and his bazooka chewing bubblegum ass.
Right.
I mean, there's just no way unless Brock Purdy can't handle it. And I think he can handle it. I think Brock's been a really good story.
Yeah, I think they'll shut the Seahawks down, dude. Honestly, I think they'll control this game.
But look at that number right there on the Seahawks. The money line on the Seahawks is +380. +380. I'm telling you now, that might be the best money line of the weekend. I'm taking the money line on. I would bet the money line but it's going to be close. This is going to be a under a touchdown game. But the Niners are winning this game, Jay.
Yeah.
Where do you come down on this?
I agree. The Niners are winning this game. I think, 10 is a little aggressive on picking the Niners, like -10. But I think, I could see. I don't know. I just feel like because their defense is so damn good, Geno's going to be running for his life for a while. And I feel like there's a turnover or two in there. That I just can't imagine that the Seahawks play a perfect, clean game here. That doesn't make sense to me.
Teddy says, that's what you said on Thursday night's game when the Jags played the Jets, and how did that turn out?
Uh-oh.
Did I take the Jets to beat the Jags?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
I must have hit my head that time.
Teddy's keeping receipts, clearly.
Yeah, he is. Ninera by 47.
Well.
Josh Levern says Seattle 16, Santa Clara 14. Nate Davis says Justin, hey Bears, going to win. The Jags had a really good season. Trevor Lawrence is a stud, but like I said, the Chargers are going to win with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric and Raleigh, if in the Niners-Seahawks game, bet the rain in the under.
Well,
that's really small.
But that's what I'm saying, though, man. Like, I don't believe that GS7 is going to ball out in the rain in the postseason against an elite defense. I don't know. It just doesn't. Maybe I don't value good old Geno enough, but I really feel like it's asking a lot, man. He is not. You ready?
I'm ready.
He's no Dak Prescott,
but he'll do. He'll
do. Come on, dude.
Come on now. Teddy Wayman is confident. He says, I'm getting Papa Murphy's for days.
He's like, I got 5 pizzas coming for free, bro.
Mapes says heavy rain, 20-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah.
Yeah, their kicker couldn't even make a kick last week. What do you think he's going to do this week?
Yeah, maybe you do take the under on. No, I'm staying. Seahawks team total under. Okay. All right. The money line on the Seahawks. Again, did I get that right? It's plus 380.
Yeah.
How do you say no to that? How do you say no to that?
So that's 100 to win 380.
How do you not?
Right?
How do you say no to that?
Yeah.
I don't know how you would, under any circumstance, say no to that. And I don't know how you'd say no to Papa Murphy's Pizza when you use the promo code Monty25. You get 25% off your purchase of $25 or more at Papa Murphy's Pizza.
At Papa Murphy's, we do more than just pizza. We do meatballs and marinara.
Papa Murphy's does meatballs?
Oh, I think you mean I do the meatballs and marinara?
And how do you do it, Dad?
How do I do it? How do I do it?
Oh, well, we do it with savory ground beef
covered in tangy marinara. That's how, honey.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza.
And don't forget the meatballs.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Meatball marinara, yo.
Yeah.
Get the meatball marinara with your XLNY. I'm telling you now, the meatball marinara at Papa Murphy's Pizza, spectacular. If you have not had it yet, it's spectacular. If you have not had it yet, take Teddy Wayman's free pizza certificate and use it to get a Papa Murphy's, meatball marinara.
Yeah.
Because Teddy ain't going to need it because I'm telling you the Chargers are winning that game. They're winning that game. And on Monday when they lose, I'll eat my crow over medium. But I'll do it with meatball marinara from Papa Murphy's Pizza.
Dilly.
Use the promo code Monty25 to get 25% off your order of $25 or more. The Monty Show is presented by The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Simply put, the best injury attorneys in the business. And if you should follow The Advocates on Instagram. They do some great community service work, and that's one of the things I really love about The Advocates. Everybody is like, oh, ain't lawyers, huh? I'm telling you, they're community advocates. They are fighting for the betterment of their local communities, and whether that's Phoenix, Arizona, yes. The Advocates have an office in Phoenix. They're in Idaho. They're in certainly here in Utah. Like, check them out at theadvocates.com. They'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And the best part is you can chat with an attorney online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it costs you nothing to do that. You never pay a retainer. You never pay a consultation fee. They're going to help you defer your medical bills. And if you're sitting here right now asking yourself, man, do I need an attorney? I slipped and fell on ice on that sidewalk last week. My back is killing me. I got to go to the doctor. I can't afford that. Yeah, you need an attorney. Go to The Advocates, theadvocates.com. Make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Monty Show. Look at the chat light up on the NFL predictions.
Yes.
Let's go. I love talking NFL. Let's see. 49ers going to roll the Seahawks. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree.
NY Monty fan, just messing Teddy Wayman. Don't change your handle. No, please don't.
Yeah, don't.
Don't. Jeremy Bolton says, I think we all win when we get to see Justin Herbert play. Absolutely. Justin Herbert's my guy. He's the sex machine, dude. Not only does he have the best hair in the National Football League, screw you, Trevor Lawrence. Not only does Justin Herbert
fucking Cole Beasley
Cole Beasley signed to the active roster by the Bills yesterday. Not only does he have the best hair, I'm just telling you. Mapes says, facts, Teddy. Pete Carroll is unfortunately playing the Niners. Are you guys Pete Carroll fans? I am not a Pete Carroll fan. Like, when he was at SC, I got to talk to him a ton.
Yeah.
I don't hate Pete Carroll.
Right.
I loved what he did as the head coach of the Trojans.
Mm-hmm.
And I know everybody's heard the stories about how Pete Carroll was in the community, he was working the streets, and he was, absolutely. Something changed when he got to Seattle. And I understand what changed is he started chewing more bazooka bubblegum. I get it. He became this holier-than-thou, we're going to throw the football at the half-yard line, screw Marshawn Lynch, I hate Skittles anyway guy.
Right.
Right? Like, that's who Pete Carroll became. And he's a phenomenal football coach. I think I could make the argument he's coach of the year with getting that team with GS7 as your quarterback, and
yeah,
totally get it. There's just something off about Pete Carroll. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm not saying I hate him personally. Something changed when he went up there. Coach Levern says they don't show up when it's sunny out. It's too bright. Yeah, seriously. Teddy says exactly, Mike. Teddy's feeling himself right now. He is absolutely feeling himself on the Jaguars. And I'm telling you, that's the wrong way to feel yourself. Take your shirt off and get on board with Hey Bear. He pays us $2 more and said, thoughts on Dallas, Tampa.
Dude, this game to me is the game of wild card weekend. I know there's a lot of good matchups, but I think what's on the line in this game puts it over the top, and I'm really glad it's Monday. I'm really glad it's a Monday night game because it deserves that. I think if we just start with Tom, right? So first of all...
Excuse me, Tommy.
I think Tommy has a good bit on the line here. Somehow, some way, this team is in the postseason, right? First of all, great accomplishment right there. Number one. Number two, Tommy plays for Super Bowls, and that's it. There's anything short of a Super Bowl is failure. So for this team, like, there's expectations because Tom Brady's your quarterback. Now, here's the problem. You've played like dog crap all year, and nobody expects you to beat, Jerry Jones's circumcised mosquitoes, on Monday. Nobody expects you to beat them, but here's why I think they will indeed beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys have a propensity of losing games they should win in the postseason. We've seen this year after year.
And by the way, this game's on Monday night.
Yeah.
So again, and I should check the line before I recklessly say it.
What throws a game out of whack better than Dak Prescott throwing pick sixes regularly?
Yeah, again, I was correct. Tampa is, and it's a complete fallacy. Tampa's a home dog on Monday night.
But why are they doing that? And this is really important for all you people who wager.
They want to make money.
They want to make that bread, right? They want you to say, oh, Tom, it's Tom and Mike Evans.
Oh, the boys in Vegas believe in the Cowboys.
Like, come on, dude. Be smart here. Be smart. Don't drink the cowboy juice. Like, be smart. I would tell you this is a dangerous game to bet. I think this is a really dangerous game to bet because it could go a couple of different ways. I could see Dak going for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns in this game. I could. I think Tampa has a propensity to give up the big game. I could also very well see it going the other way. Dak turns it over 2 or 3 times. Maybe Dak turns it over once, but Zeke has a fumble. Like, we've seen these things happen. So to me, this is a really, really dangerous game to bet. And I'm not here for I'm not here for bookie who says this is a safe bet, because it's not. It really is not.
You don't think so?
No, you got to be careful in this game. Like, looking at the slate here, like again, the game we were just talking about, right? That's a safe pick. Niners, Seahawks, safe pick. Niners are winning that game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any doubt about that. But, like, Chargers, Jags, that is not a safe game. That is a dangerous game to bet. Another one that could go either way.
Yeah, just looking at some of the numbers on this game, every single book has it at 2.5.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Caesars, FanDuel, BetMGM, PointsBet, all has it at plus 2.5. The interesting thing is, like, the money line's terrible in this game at 110.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a very difficult game to put your ducats down on. Like, if you've got money, I might stay away from this one.
That's what I'm saying,
like,
dude.
I might more easily tell you, go bet the Dolphins at plus 13.5. Right? Like, go bet.
Yeah, like, okay, so that's a good example. So I would say that Buffalo is going to win that game by more than 2 possessions.
Yes.
I think that's a safe bet.
I don't know if I'd say that's a safe bet.
I think it's a pretty sturdy bet. Like, I would say 60%. That's a 35, 38 to 17 type thing.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at some of these. I mean, I don't know. I will again just say I don't know how people bet the NFL for a living. I think it's one of the most difficult sports I think it's arguably the most difficult sport to bet.
Okay, it's a hell of a drug.
Because you look at some of the props, you look at some of the odds, the money lines alone are terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how you bet. Like this Dallas game, Teddy, I would tell you at plus 2.5, I'm taking the Bucs at home. I'm taking the Bucs, right? And I mean, obviously that's going to push. If that number's pushing everybody to Tampa, I don't think there's any doubt about that. But the thing that scares you is Tampa won arguably the worst division of football.
Yeah.
I mean, it awful.
But again, but this is my thing. You can't trust the Cowboys. Like, on paper, if you take the Tom Brady factor out of it, they should run away with this game. The Cowboys should handle this game. But do we really trust them to win this game? Do we really trust them to send Tom home?
Yeah. And again, I will just say, I know everybody is probably sprinting to bet the 2.5 on Tampa. I'm telling you, I would put my money on Dallas. I would. And it's a very dangerous way to make a living. I do not know. And of course, again, Teddy disagrees with me. Teddy, we never agree on the cash ever. I don't know how Tampa
Listen to me.
was wildly inconsistent this year. Tommy was wildly inconsistent.
Listen to me. I'm the captain now, okay? This is my shit.
I'm
You
the captain
don't
now.
bet against Tom Brady in the postseason. If you know what's good for your health, you know what's good for the health of your pocketbook, don't bet against
If this
Tommy.
was straight up, if we were not talking about having to buy lines or, I would probably agree with you.
Okay.
But at minus 2.5, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Okay, why does the minus 2.5 do that? Like, what is the thought?
Because I think if you're going to bet money to win money, they'll cover the 3. This is
The
not
Cowboys?
a 31-30. Yeah, I don't think you can bet Tom Brady in the Bucs. And I get it. It's on grass. Dallas is slow on grass. Totally understand that. But I'm telling you, when I look at the Bucs being a plus 2.5 dog at home, I think there's pretty good reason for that. I think there's a pretty good reason for that. I think it's because that team has a propensity to flipping fall apart.
I think that's HIPAA.
And if I am betting here, I am telling you, if you're putting your money down, I'm telling you to put it on the Cowboys. That's where I would
what
go.
else are people saying? What else are people saying here?
Let's see. Like in the question in the chat this morning on the National Football League here is, which way would you go? Which way would you go? Because I think yeah. Let's see. Teddy says, I'm not betting the Tampa game. I'm way too biased towards Tommy to do that.
Well, and
Smart.
See, I think that's smart, but I think even if so with Teddy, even if you were to say to yourself, all right, I know I'm biased again. I know I'm biased for Tom. I know that,
But
I
wait,
believe in Tom.
has the public pulse of NFL fans changed on Tommy since he left Darth Vader in the Empire?
And it hasn't changed for me. I can tell you that right now.
You still hate Tom
don't-
Brady?
Well, no, I hate that he's losing right now. I hate that he's on a team that hasn't pulled through for him the same way that they did in New England. I think that we can't forget that Tom Brady has had success with the Bucs.
But let's also not forget that Tom Brady is not nearly as sharp as he was last year. I mean, we have seen, in my opinion, and again, I'm wide open to this conversation. I think we've seen a not significant, that's an overstatement. We've seen a fairly large drop in execution out of Tommy and the Bucs. And I think Tommy is responsible for a good bit of that. Now, their injuries, their inconsistency, the offensive line woes, the Mike
Back
Evans.
broken.
Okay, totally get that.
I broke my back.
You lose the leadership on that offensive line, bro. Totally get that. That makes your life more difficult. Tommy's got to put the ball on the numbers. In the playoffs, he has successfully done that more than anybody else. I think we all get that.
That's where that fact there that you just said.
But have his ball shrunk? Is this a guy that's still got the it? We're going to find out Monday night.
Yeah.
Because if we're truth-telling, and if everything's equal, this Cowboy defense is not nearly as fast on grass as they are on turf, and they have no business hopping on Jerry Jet and going down to FLA and beating Tommy and the Bucs. They have no business doing that. You're the flipping Dallas Cowboys. You don't win games like this.
Yeah.
Only you're going to win this game.
Because it's garbage.
Because I don't believe that Tom Brady is still the gangster G that he was when Tampa won the Super Bowl.
Damn, man.
I just don't
Come
buy.
on.
I'm sorry. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. And I'm open to it.
Damn.
I'm open to the conversation. I just don't see Tom Brady as the world-beating ass kicker that he used to be. And listen, I love the guy. But there's also something to be said for Jizzy and the divorce.
Well, so
like
that's
the
what I was
personal
gonna
life
say.
impact.
I think he was distracted this year. I don't think dudes forgot
Telling
how
me
to
with
win.
that piece of air he rolling around with right now, he's not distracted.
No, I think he's using that as like, hey, all right, I'm off the football field. Let's go get my rocks off.
Have you seen?
Yes,
like,
dude.
have you followed her cleavage down to her core? Are you kidding me with that woman?
Yes, dude. Yes.
You think Justin Herbert's a sex machine? Good Lord. I don't know. Has your opinion changed? Mapes, what's up? Says Tommy wins on the final drive, so let it be written, so let it be done.
And he's done that this year. Like, he has.
He has. He absolutely has. I just, I don't know. Fat Jesus says 60% of Brady is better than any of will ever be at anything we do.
Well,
no, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. That's just me. Teddy says, I am a diehard Pats fan, and I still love Brady. Lots of Pats fans do. Now, if he ends up with Miami next year, it'll be a different story.
All gas, no break.
I think I would much rather see him end up in Nevada not paying personal income tax than in Miami. That would be a disaster. But I hope Tom Brady wins everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
Because you don't do what he's done without just busting your ass. Brett Robbins says, I don't see why y'all putting this on Tommy. He performed. The offense performed. The average, 25 points a game? The defense gave up 30 a game. That has nothing to do with Tommy because he's not as sharp as he was. I'm not saying, and I'm kind of with Fat Jesus. Even when he's bad,
yeah,
Tommy's better than most quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jeremy Bolton, the mayor of Montytown, says fact Bastin.
Yeah.
Fact Bastin. Exactly right. He's a Northie. Josh Alpaw says he's going to Las Vegas. I could see it, and frankly, I'd be here for that. Severe says if it is an ugly game, Tommy wins. That's how Tampa has won this year.
But
I
that's
don't
what
disagree.
I think it's going to be. It's on grass. Dallas is not good on grass. I could easily see 2 or 3 turnovers in this game for Dallas. I just wouldn't be surprised. You really telling me the performance you saw out of Dallas against Washington, that's really inspiring?
That was a nothing game.
But come on, dude.
That was a nothing game.
It wasn't a nothing game for Dallas. That's the problem.
The thing that concerns you is they didn't show up at all.
No, they didn't show up.
And by the way, as much as you hate Dak Prescott, and you hate Dak Prescott.
I don't hate the guy. I just think he's overrated.
I don't hate him. He sucks. What do you want me to say?
Yeah.
I think you look at Zeke not turning around for that pass. You look at CeeDee Lamb not turning around to catch a pass that almost hit both of them in the head. That's not Dak's fault.
It's ridiculous.
That's Mike McCarthy's fault.
It's really despicable.
And again, I just say, if Tommy and the Bucs beat Dallas, please don't tell me that the large craniomed Mike McCarthy isn't getting whacked in Dallas. Because if you're Jera and you have a chance to get Sean Payton, are you really telling me you're not gonna?
Facts.
Stop it.
Facts.
How much better does Sean Payton make Dak Prescott?
I'm a man.
Come on.
Yeah.
Were we even kidding at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I look at Tommy, and I 66% of his passes. The thing that worries you is the 9 interceptions, only 25 touchdowns. That's not very Tommy-like.
How many attempts, though? Does it tell you how many attempts?
733. And listen.
4,600 yards on a bad team.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Come on, bro.
Those are the most pass attempts. Do you understand this? And this is why it worries you a little bit. Those are the most pass attempts in his entire career.
Yeah, bro.
733.
Yeah.
In his entire ever-loving career. And last year, he threw at 719, which was the most until this year.
Yeah.
And yet, look, I'm not saying he's washed.
To bet against, buddy.
I'm not saying he's washed, but he only threw 25 touchdowns on 700 attempts?
Yeah, that's not an indictment on him. I think that's an indictment on his teammates.
Well, come on. I mean, at some point, it's a little bit of both. I think you're right. It's a little bit of both. But in games like the games that I don't understand, like losing 21-3 to Carolina, like that's how do you come on, how do you lose to Cleveland and you only put up 246? Like, how do you lose to San Francisco? Okay, that's the best defense in the NFL. Okay, I'll write that one off. How do you have to go to overtime to beat freaking Arizona? There's just, and I'm not blaming all of this on Tommy, but Tom Brady Superman teams didn't do that. That's what, and the other thing that may be encouraging to you actually, is that I think the Bucs played down to a lot of their competition this year.
Yeah,
and again, you lost. I mean, you beat Atlanta 21-15. Who's impressed by that?
Nobody.
And it's just concerning. That's all I'm saying. It's just concerning. All right, where are you at on the NFL? I'm happy to talk about that. Happy to talk about the Utah Jazz. Program. I would like to get your comment up there. There it is. Keep Brady the hell away from Nevada. Raider Nation for life. You're not a Brady guy. Okay. But, Mont, Tom had distractions with his home life. He will be ready for the playoffs.
Agreed.
Again, I just say a good home life or the smoking hot new girlfriend who's like 20 years old barely. What's more of a distraction? You know. All right. Brett Robbins says, hey, now the last 2 years they played an extra game. That's 40 more passes. Truth. You ain't wrong. Ron Nolan. He's great on a sufficient. How many have they lost? I don't know what you're talking about. Look at the playoff game wins, Tom or Dak. Well,
yeah, but that's come on. I mean, you can't use it's different. Yeah.
Josh Levern says Sean Payton and Mike McCarthy are the same guy if you look at their overalls, but I don't look at their overalls because who wears overalls anymore?
Yeah, nobody.
I mean, what are you getting Wrangler overalls? I know what you mean, but no, they're not the same. They're not the same. The issue with the Cowboys, and I'm going to get off the Cowboys after this. The issue with the Cowboys is they have the talent. They just don't have the infrastructure to win. That defense should be far better than it is. Their offense should be far better than it is. Their wide receivers, you have two really good running backs. I don't think Zeke is going to be here next year, but Ezekiel Elliott's still I think an effective short yardage catching the football back. But so is who's a better back? Who do you want, Leonard Fournette or Ezekiel Elliott? I actually think that's really close. I think that's really close. We'll see. I don't know. And I know that everybody's talking about, oh my God, wow. Like here it is right here. Roger Sales says the league loves Tommy. Refs will make sure he moves on. Yeah, I don't know about that. Is it better for Tommy or for the Dallas Cowboys to move on? Because for the NFL, I think I could make an argument.
You could.
Putting the star in the second round. Any chance they win the NFC?
No.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope.
It's just
Nope.
It's just me. Finally, Brett Robbins says, I heard Dak wears overalls under his uniform on game day.
He's no Vince Wilfork, but he'll do.